Hi, today's day 5 and today's a theory part, okay? Understanding the HTML broiler plate. The thing is, I'm doing this on my mobile phone because there's some issues with my system. Okay, let's see how it goes today and let's get into it. In these lessons, you will learn about HTML boilerplate, which is ready-made template for your web pages. Okay, you will learn how to work with the link element, meta element, and more. So the first one, what is the role of the link element in HTML and how can it be used to link to external style sheets? Now, first of all, I have no idea what is that style sheets mean. Okay, and there's a new element called link element, and they're talking about what is that, external style sheets to be linked with HTML. What is that? I have no idea. Okay, and I don't think it's about clicking onto this and finding the answer and then you'll get it. These are like concepts that are not thought before. Suddenly style sheets, what is that? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, we'll first of all we'll just get into it and see what it means. Oh god. Okay, you know what I mean. Right now, let's learn about link element and how to use it to link to external style sheets. Again, what are style sheets? The link element is used to link external resources like style sheets and site icons. Here is the basic syntax for using link element for an external CSS file. Okay, external resources like style sheets and site icons. What is that? I don't know what is site icon. Like Google has a that G symbol, something like that. And here is the basic syntax for using link element for an external CSS file. So it goes, I don't know if you can, yeah, the pointer, you can see that or not. Link space rel is equal to style sheet in quotes href dot / styles dot css. Okay, the rel attribute is used to specify the relationship between the linked resource and the HTML document. Rel attribute is used to specify the relationship between the linked resource and HTML document. In this situation, we need to specify that this linked resource is a style sheet. Wait. A rel attribute is used to specify the relationship between the linked resource and the HTML document. So it is telling what the hell is that href link is. It's like the name. Okay, in this case, the linked resource is a style sheet. So as you can see in this href column, it is dot forward slash style dot css. So this is a style sheet, it seems. I don't know. Okay, so what are we linking here? The name of it is that rel, style sheet. You getting that? Are you understanding that? Or am I understanding that right? So whatever is linked in this href, it's a link. Okay, it's a link, and the name of it, whatever that we are linking there, we are linking a style sheet. So we mentioned that on for that rel attribute. Okay, right now I'm not exactly in the learning mode. I'm just slightly pissed off. Okay, so I'm doing the best I can. We'll see how this goes. It is considered the best practice to separate your HTML and CSS in different files. Developers will use the link element for their external CSS file instead of writing everything in the HTML document. It is considered best practice to separate your HTML and CSS in different files. Obviously, don't you think if you're doing some HTML work and if you're doing something CSS, I don't know what that is, put them in different files that a normal person would do. Developers will use the link element for their external CSS file instead of writing everything in the HTML document. So whatever we do separately in CSS, okay, and we need it in our HTML, we use a link element to bring it in. Okay, am I getting it right? The href attribute is used to specify the location of the URL for the external resource. Okay, that's where the link is. The dot followed by a forward slash in the example tells the computer to look into the current folder or directory for the styles.css file. I think so they're talking about this part. href is equal to dot forward slash styles. Okay. The link element should be placed inside head element as seen in the following example. So this link should be placed inside head element. Like can you see over here? Head, under that, sorry, inside that you have meta char set is equals UTF-8. What the hell? Meta name is equal to viewport content is equal to width is equal to device width, comma, initial scale. What the hell again? Title, examples of the link element title. And finally, what we learned, link rel is equal to style sheet, href, styles, yes, CSS, and we close that with head element. Oftentimes, you will see multiple link elements inside a professional code base that link to different style sheets, fonts, and icons. Here is an example of using link element to link external Google font called Playwright Cuba. Okay, they're saying we might use multiple uh, style sheets like fonts and icons using this link, href link, and they're trying to give an example from Google Font Playwright Cuba. Never heard of that. Okay, but let me stop right here. First of all, I still do not know what is that meta char set. Meta, name, title, and after that we get that link and rel attribute. Okay, when will I learn that stuff? I don't know. So let's go ahead. Just look at this Google Font Playwright thing. So how it is typed is over here. It's very difficult for me to use my phone right now because there are like 10 display lines on my phone and I can't click anything properly. Link rel is equal to pre-connect href. Okay, the website of that font, and the name for that is called pre-connect as my understanding, and the same thing goes for the next one. This is for fonts. I have no idea what that cross origin means. Again, we have named it pre-connect over here, and href fonts. Okay, all that links crap. Google Fonts are a set of free and open source custom fonts that you can use inside any project. You can choose which fonts you would like to use, and Google will provide you with the necessary HTML CSS code. So Google Fonts are free and open source to use in any HTML project, right? Okay, and it will also provide you with the codes, necessary HTML and CSS code. In this example, pre-connect value for the rel attribute tells the browser to create an early connection to the value specified in the href attribute. This is done to speed up loading times for these external resources. So when you see something called pre-connect in the rel attribute, it is actually telling the browser to load these fonts or something very quickly. Okay, when you click on that link, it's trying to load these fonts very quickly. Am I getting that right? Create an early connection to the value specified in the href attribute. So yeah, to load it up quickly. Another common use case of this link element is to link to icons. Here is an example of linking to a favicon. How do you say that? Favicon. Okay. Link rel icon href favicon.ico. Okay, I'm gonna say it like favicon. A favicon, which is a short for favorite icon, is a small icon typically displayed in the browser tab next to the site title. Is a small icon typically displayed in the browser tab next to the site title. I'm not getting that image right now. A lot of websites you will use a favicon to display their brand icon. Like, I don't know, if you open multiple tabs on Firefox or something, you just get the Firefox symbol or Google symbol or YouTube symbol, something like that. Is that a favicon? I don't know. Questions. What is the role of the link element in HTML? It specifies the content type of the linked resource. It determines the visibility of the linked resource on the web page. It defines the font size. It is used to link to external resources like style sheets and icons. Okay. What is the role of rel attribute inside link element? It is used to indicate the language. It is used to specify the relationship between the linked resource and the HTML. I think so, this one. It is used to define the media type. It is used to determine the size. No, the second one. Relationship between the linked resource and the HTML document. What is favicon? It is a type of JavaScript used, a type of font used in the style on a website. Maybe not a font, icon. It's something icon, right? A small icon typically displayed in the browser tab next to this. Check my answer. Okay. Correct. That's it. How do I go back to that? Okay. This is the next one. I'm not doing it right now. I'm gonna go back. I've done that one. It took nearly 17 minutes right now. Okay. I just wanted to say this. It was very difficult for me to use my phone to record this part, and I was a little bit pissed off. Okay, because certain things like that, style sheets and this and that, these are like new concepts. I have no idea what it means. Suddenly they make an appearance. Okay. So overall, today not a very good day for me, and still I'm done with day 5. I'll see you tomorrow with the 6th day thingy. Okay, bye for now. Bye.